Okay, starting this video with the arachnoid matter and the subarachnoid space. And just to give you an idea of this topic, I already mentioned a few times in another videos things about, I shared a lot of different things about the arachnoid matter. I mentioned about the space as well. We still have I still have a few things to cover about the space between the meninges, but just to let you know that you need to be patient. Just keep following the videos, taking notes, and if you have any question, please drop a message below, and I will answer maybe in a video or on a shorts or whatever. Okay, so the arachnoid matter and the subarachnoid space are crucial components of the meninges because they play essential roles in protecting and supporting the spinal cord. And below, I will show you here a detailed description of these structures and their associated features. Okay, so let me start with the highlighting this part here. Well, you probably know that. Let me just start with this one. Okay, this one, that is the most external line. Okay, and I'm starting with this one because this one will be the first one that I'm going to make a comment. This one is the dura mater, and as you probably remember, the dura mater is the outermost layer of the meninges and serves as a tough protective barrier that will be around the spinal cord, and it's composed of dense connective tissue, which is the reason why it has this robust it works as a robust for protection. Okay, this is the dura mater. Okay, let me just label this one, dura mater. Okay, then what else? Let me just close with the cap. We have this other structure here, which I'm going to I will use the red one. Okay, I think that will be even better for you to visualize these dot lines running parallel to the dura mater. Actually, I'm gonna talk about this space here between these dot lines and the dura mater. Okay, which space? This one here between the red line and the black line. Okay, and this one is the subdural space. Subdural space. And this space is narrow, okay? And as you can see here, is located between the dura mater and the arachnoid mater. And this space in specific contains only a thin film of fluid, and though under certain pathological conditions, for example trauma or increased intracranial pressure, this area here can accumulate more fluid, and this can lead to complications such as subdural hematoma or effusion. Okay, just have this in mind. This is the subdural space, and this one, the red one, This one is the arachnoid mater. Arachnoid mater. Let me write here. Arachnoid mater. Okay, and the arachnoid mater, if you watch the previous videos, you know that the arachnoid mater, the arachnoid mater is the middle layer of the meninges and is named for its delicate spider-like appearance. And the name comes from the Greek arachne. And this is it's a thin, translucent, and membrane that does not adhere directly to the spinal cord, but instead forms a loose sac-like covering over the spinal cord. And one of the key features of the arachnoid is the presence of fine fibrous strands called arachnoid trabeculae. And this arachnoid trabeculae extends into the subarachnoid space. And this trabeculae also helps maintaining the structural integrity of the subarachnoid space, facilitating the circulation of the CSF, which is the cerebrospinal fluid. Okay, I hope that this helps to clarify this structure. Okay, the next structure is this one here. Let's add some details to this part here. Okay, this one. And this one, guys, is the subarachnoid space. This one is the subarachnoid space. Okay, this one. And this is the wide space located, and this wide space is located between the arachnoid mater and the pia mater, and it's basically filled with cerebrospinal fluid that I mentioned before, that will be important for shock absorption, nutrient delivery, and waste removal. It also plays an important role in immune function. And the subarachnoid space also contains large blood vessels, as you can see here, particularly the anterior and posterior spinal arteries, which are the arteries that supply with blood the spinal cord. And these vessels are surrounded by specialized structures to ensure proper blood flow and protection. Now, about the structure here, I'm gonna just write that this one. Okay, this one is the subarachnoid space. Subarachnoid space. Okay, and then we have the spinal artery right here. Let me see where I'm going to. Let me just first use the red one. This one is representing the spinal artery. Okay. The spinal artery. Let me just finish this part here. This paper here is not the best paper for this kind of thing. Okay, so here is the spinal artery. Okay, spinal artery. Spinal artery. Okay, the spinal arteries are the major blood vessels that will run along the surface of the spinal cord, okay, and they will provide essential oxygen, nutrients to all the neural tissues. And they enter the spinal cord through the intervertebral foramina. I already showed you last time. If you didn't watch the video, I highly recommend you to access my YouTube channel and then have a look at the video that will be on my YouTube. It is on my YouTube channel already, and the spinal artery is closely associated with the meninges as well. Okay, so what else? This part. Let me just grab another pen. We have this part here. Okay, this part right here. Now let me see how I'm going to label this part, because I don't want to, it will be like this. Not the best way to label an anatomical structure, because it might be confused. Okay, having a line crossing over the drawing. So let me just finish the rest of the drawing. Okay, here we have the spinal cord. You see? It's not nice. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the yellow to highlight this line that will show the name of that part of the that I want to talk. So okay, so now let me use the yellow one, if I can find the yellow one here. Okay, it's just to highlight the area that I am labeling. Okay, and I'm going to do in all the other areas, because then you already know that will be related with the structure. Okay, so here we are, and what else? This part here, that I want to show you, this one It's called the sleeve of pia mater. And this sleeve will surround the blood vessels. Bom dia Lili. Como é que tu tá? Okay, the sleeve. Let me just write down here. Sleeve of pia mater. Just to let you guys know, I'm recording. I'm doing this live with the camera at this position because I can use the same video on my YouTube channel, and then it's like a kill two birds with one rock. Pia mater, surrounding blood vessels. And I'm gonna talk a bit about this part. Thank you for all the support, guys. Thank you, Lily. Okay, as the blood vessels penetrates here, okay, the substance of the spinal cord, they are enveloped by a sleeve of pia mater, which is this sleeve here, okay, and this sleeve will ensure that the blood vessels remain protected and integrated with the neural tissue, with this part here. And the pia mater is highly vascular and adheres tightly to the surface of the spinal cord, which helps providing nourishment and sensory feedback. Okay, so let me just finish adding this part here, which is extremely important. When I start to talk about this part here of the spinal cord, you are going to understand, guys, why you have a pain on the shoulder, why you have pain on the hips, on the legs. You're going to understand which area is sending the pain, the information to your brain. So it's really interesting. Okay, it will complement actually. Okay, so I mentioned that area here, these leaves, and what else? This part here, this part right here. Let me do this, and then I'm gonna move down here because we don't have too much space. That's something that I need to be careful to don't overlap the illustration with the lines. Okay, this one, it will be represent these two structures are the capillaries. Within this substance, thank you, substance of the cord. Okay, so capillaries within the substance of the cord, and within the spinal cord itself you will see these numerous capillaries that form part of the microvascular network. And unlike larger blood vessels, these capillaries are not surrounded by a perivascular space, and instead they are embedded directly with the neuroparenchyma, which facilitates the exchange of nutrients and waste products at the cellular level, which is at the micro, the small part. Okay, so we have here this part, and the last one is this one. I'm gonna label from this part here. Okay, and down here, and this one is the perivascular space. Perivascular space. Okay, and the perivascular space surrounds the larger blood vessels within the spinal cord. And this space in specific contains cerebrospinal fluid and plays a role in maintaining the homeostasis of the neuroenvironment. So the perivascular space will help regulating the exchange of substance between the blood and the neural tissues, and this ensures optimal function of the spinal cord. So the width of the subarachnoid space, as you notice, is widest around the caudequina, which is the bundle of the nerve roots extending inferiorly from the conus medullaris, which is here. Okay, here you cannot see, but it's here. And this increased width allows great flexibility in the movement of the caudequina. So the subarachnoid space will end below of the second sacral vertebra, where the dural tube terminates and transitions into the filum terminale, which is again this part right here. Okay, and this is the video, guys, that I wanted to share, the illustration that I wanted to present. Let me just finish this part to let me just, I need to highlight this one, and then, and remember, if you don't follow me, feel free to follow me. It will be really helpful. If you already if you can follow me, is a great support, okay, to start. And then eventually, if you see that this is not the kind of content that you like, you can unfollow me. But in the beginning, this is help you to understand a little more neuroanatomy, and it will help me as well to keep bringing more of this kind of content to this, not only for this platform, but to the YouTube. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. This is what I wanted to share with you. I really have to go, and I hope to see you soon. Don't forget to follow me, and yeah, don't forget to activate the ring bell to receive notifications from new videos. During the morning, UK time, clinical anatomy. Afternoon, the topic is in Portuguese, and it is another topic. Okay, so stay tuned and see you next time.